Before we begin, take a breath. Not a perfect one, just a real one. If your day has been heavy, if your mind is still running, or if you arrived here carrying something you haven't named yet, that's okay. You made it here. That's already enough. You're at Tales from the Bamboo Temple, a space for modern stories inspired by Buddhist philosophy, created for life as it actually feels. Messy, tender, sometimes funny, sometimes quietly profound. Tonight's story is called Two Strangers, One Umbrella.
It started raining the way rain sometimes does in Houston. Not politely, not gradually, just suddenly, like the sky remembered something it had been holding in too long. I was just 200 feet from the bus stop when it hit. A wall of water. My hoodie darkened instantly. My socks gave up. By the time I reached the bus stop, I was soaked through. Not just wet. The kind of soaked that feels like the day is agreeing with your worst thoughts. And that's when I saw it. An umbrella. She stepped closer without announcing herself, tilted her umbrella just enough to cover my shoulder. "You know," she said gently, "you're completely outside the umbrella, right?" I looked down. "I was hoping it would sense my emotional distress and move," I said. She laughed. Short, real. She adjusted the umbrella. "I'm Isabella," she said. "Isabella Martinez." "Michael," I replied. "Michael Kang." "Kang Korean?" "Yeah, first generation. My mom still corrects my English." She smiled. "My mama still corrects my Spanish like it's a sport." That small recognition loosened something in my chest. We stood there, shoulders nearly touching, sharing one umbrella clearly meant for one person. Every gust of wind made us adjust at the same time, without talking, like we already knew how. A bus passed without stopping, then another. I asked if she'd had a long day. She thought for a moment and said, "Long year." I nodded. "I've been carrying one of those too," I said, just didn't know what to call it yet. The rain softened after that, not stopped, just less aggressive. There was a pause between us, not awkward, just unfilled. The kind of quiet that doesn't rush you to explain yourself. I told her I had been avoiding home, not because I hated it, but because it felt too quiet to face. I told her my sister worried when I didn't call, that sometimes it felt easier to keep moving than explain why I was tired. She didn't interrupt. She didn't offer advice. She just nodded once. "You don't have to fix anything," she said. "I don't mind standing here a little longer." The rain tapped softly against the umbrella. The wind shifted and we adjusted without thinking. And somehow, that made it easier for her to speak next.
Okay, so we're strangers. And I know this is probably not standard bus stop behavior. But since you already started needing an ear, I think it's only fair I borrow yours for a minute. I work support at a hospital, which means I spend all day listening. To panic, to sadness, to people explaining the same problem 3 different ways. I translate, I calm people down, I help everyone breathe again. I choose my words carefully so no one falls apart. I'm very good at sounding like I know what I'm doing. But when I go home, it's quiet in a way that doesn't feel peaceful. It feels like everything I didn't say during the day is waiting for me. My mom still calls me mi niña, even though I help pay the bills now. I don't think she realizes how tired I am. I tell myself I'm fine. I tell everyone I'm fine. I've gotten really good at being fine. Sometimes it feels like I've been holding my breath for a long time. I don't know who I am when no one needs anything from me. That's why I didn't want to get on the bus. Okay, maybe a little because of company, but mostly because this felt safe. I don't need you to say anything. I just needed somewhere it wouldn't echo back at me. I was at the bamboo temple. During a Dharma talk, the subject was about compassion. Karuṇā, not the kind where you fix someone, the kind where you just stay and be present in the moment. I nodded toward the umbrella. This moment. This counts. Karuṇā means you don't rush someone's pain. You don't make it better. You just don't leave them alone in it. You just need to be fully present. The rain softened, like it was listening.
I don't usually talk about this with people I just met. Or honestly, anyone I know at all. But something about standing here with you, not being rushed, not being fixed, made it feel possible. I'm the oldest. So my family learned to look at me like reassurance. Like if I was okay, everything was okay. My parents came here with nothing, so I became proof that it worked. My dad used to tell people at church, Michael is our investment. He meant it with pride. Now every unanswered email felt like I'd failed a promise I never agreed to make. When I lost my job, I didn't just lose income. I lost permission to rest.
I was quiet for a moment. During the same Dharma talk, there's a word that the monk used in the Dharma talk that I went to. Upādāna. At first I thought it meant not caring, like letting things slip. But it's not that. It's the way we hold things too tightly because we're afraid of who we'll be without them. Jobs, roles, being the reliable one. Non-attachment isn't walking away, it's loosening your grip. You still care, you just stop making it proof of your worth. Standing here with you, I don't feel like I have to be useful, and you don't feel like you have to be okay.
A bus finally stopped. "This is me," she said. She hesitated, then handed me the umbrella. "You take it. What about you?" "My stop's close to my place," she said, "and you look like you're still walking heavy." She stepped onto the bus. Rain darkened her hair immediately. Before the doors closed, she turned back. "Michael? Yeah? You don't have to earn rest." Then she was gone. I stood there holding an umbrella that wasn't mine. My phone buzzed. It was my mom calling. I answered. "엄마." She didn't ask about work. She asked, "Did you eat?" "No." "Come tomorrow," she said. "Eat with us." After the call ended, felt how tightly I'd been gripping who I thought I had to be. I realized something too late. I should have been mindful in the present moment and asked for her number. I am such a moron. Instead of catching my bus, I started walking. No destination, just forward. That's when I heard my name. "Michael?" She was standing under the streetlight near the corner, a little damp, a little out of breath. "I got off early," she said. "I saw the bakery sign from the window. I think rainy days need hot coffee and pastries." Then she smiled, and then I saw you. I looked at the umbrella. Guess it wasn't done with us yet. She laughed and stepped back under it. Inside, the bakery smelled like sugar and forgiveness. We stood in line. She tapped the umbrella against the floor. "So," she said, "do you always lose important things when you're being philosophically present?" I prefer to call it selective awareness. She smiled. "I should probably give you my number," she said, "in case you forget where to return that." She pulled out her phone. "Actually," she added, "you type yours." "Why?" "So I know you didn't just imagine me." I typed it in. My phone buzzed instantly. Isabella, proof of reality. I smiled.
The Buddha once said, "Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace." This, time and moment, not advice, not fixing, just an umbrella, just staying, that was enough.
Isabella, did you make it home without overthinking again? Me, barely. Isabella, Good. Next time it rains, we'll try not to figure it out. Me. Deal. I'll bring the umbrella. Isabella. I'll bring snacks. The screen went quiet, but the warmth stayed.
Thank you for listening. If this stayed with you, you're always welcome here. Please like and subscribe to Tales from the Bamboo Temple. Another lantern has been lit. Walk this path with us again.